Hi there, I'm Mike and I'm the Hallows Geek, and welcome to This Week in Eek, my weekly series where I put a little eek in your week by recapping some of the top stories in Halloween and horror news from the last week. Well, last Saturday was Stranger Things Day. Observed by Netflix since 2018, the annual celebration takes place on November 6th and coincides with the date in which Will Byers disappears in Season 1 of the Netflix original series. This year, Netflix kicked off the day by treating Stranger Things fans with the fourth and final teaser trailer for the upcoming fourth season of the series. In it, we learned that Eleven and the Byers have moved from Hawkins to California, where Eleven and the Byers kids are doing their best to fit in at a new school. And while the voiceover of Eleven's letter to Mike paints a pretty picture of an adapted Eleven, we quickly see things aren't quite as rosy as she portrays. The letter ends with Eleven's longing for spring break when she'll finally be able to see Mike again, promising,
"We will have the best spring break ever."
Stranger Things 4 is set to premiere in summer of 2022. Saturday also marked the opening of Stranger Things, the official store, in both Los Angeles and New York City. On Saturday, I made my way down to Los Angeles to experience the interactive shopping experience firsthand. And while the Stranger Things store is a store at its core, each room of the store is themed to a different location from Stranger Things. When you first enter, you find yourself in the Byers house, which includes a photo op on the couch in front of the iconic wall of letters and lights. Other experiences in the store include the Starcourt Mall, which houses the bulk of the shopping experience. You also have the Palace Arcade, where you can play actual arcade games from the 80s, and you can even customize select merchandise. And of course, there's the Russian Base and Hawkins High, where you'll find the Hawkins Middle Snowball. And in the Russian Base, fans can actually interact with one of the keys that open a portal to the Upside Down. Figure out the proper security protocols and you'll fire up a device that leads you to the Upside Down and straight to the infamous Demogorgon. At Hawkins High, you can explore the school lockers, which are filled with fun Stranger Things Easter eggs, but beware, the influence of the Upside Down can be felt here as well. Stranger Things, the official store, is filled with Stranger Things merch, including a number of exclusives like this box of Cheerios that I picked up. I got the last one. It's also where you can get an in-person look at Ecuadorian artist Chogrin's Elagorgon figure, which is currently available for pre-order, and you can see here. The Stranger Things store in Los Angeles is located at the Americana at Brand, and the New York City location is located in Times Square. Both locations will be open through December 5th. And while we're on the subject of high school horror, Mattel and Nickelodeon this week announced the start of production and the cast of their Monster High live-action TV musical. Work on the feature-length TV movie will begin this month in Vancouver, British Columbia. Directed and executive produced by Todd Holland, Monster High follows Claudine Wolfe, who was born half human and half werewolf, after she arrives at her new school, Monster High. She quickly makes friends with her classmates Frankie Stein and Draculaura, and for the first time in her life, Claudine feels like she has finally found a place where she fits in and can truly be herself, despite keeping her human half a secret. When a devious plan to destroy Monster High threatens to reveal her real identity, Claudine must learn to embrace her true monster heart and find a way to save the day. The film stars Mia Harris as Claudine Wolfe, Cece Balagot as Frankie Stein, and Nia Damison as Draculaura. The movie's set to premiere in 2022 on Nickelodeon. And if I say Demon in the White House, what do you think? No, I'm not referring to the Trump's time in the White House. I'm talking about a new Discovery Plus shock doc that examines paranormal activity at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The new documentary is set to premiere on the Discovery Plus streaming service on November 26th and explores the possibility that actions of two grieving first ladies may have unwittingly invited an evil presence with a malevolent agenda into the presidential residence. The shock doc thriller will open archival papers, correspondence, and diaries to document a timeline of supernatural events that unfolded after the Pierce family and Lincoln family sought solace in spiritualism and the seance movement following the death of their 11-year-old sons. And we're nearly 2 weeks past Halloween, and while Spirit Halloween has shuttered its stores across the US, the Halloween retailer is still dropping new products online. This week, Spirit released 2 remakes of past animatronics as online exclusives. First, Spirit unveiled its 2021 release of Little Nestor, the pumpkin-headed kid on a swing. Little Nestor features light-up LED green eyes and a rotating head and speaks 2 different sayings. Also returning with the 2021 remake is Bloody Bag of Jokes, the green-haired clown in a body bag that hangs from the ceiling and says a handful of maniacal phrases. Both post-Halloween animatronic releases are available now at spirithalloween.com. And if you're looking for a nightmarish new way to carry your lunch to and from work, Igloo this week released a brand new The Nightmare Before Christmas Little Playmate Cooler inspired by the celebrated Halloween town and its residents featured in the stop-motion animated film. The special edition Little Playmate Cooler features some of the iconic scenes from the film on all 4 panels of the Playmates trademark tent top, along with the characters within them like Jack Skellington, Sally, the Mayor, Oogie Boogie, and more. The new cooler has a 7-quart capacity fitting up to 9 12-ounce cans and is available for purchase now for $39.99 exclusively through igloocoolers.com. And finally, the original horror film Creepshow turned 39 this week. But toymaker NECA is looking ahead to the film's 40th anniversary, which will be celebrated in 2022. This week, NECA teased an image of its Ultimate Creep action figure, which will debut next year. Inspired by the Creep in the original film, the figure will include multiple portraits, a candle accessory, and a wired robe for posing. More details and images of the figure are sure to be released closer to its release. That's it for this week. As always, if you enjoyed this week's video, give it a like, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe to make sure you always get your weekly dose of Eek. For more information on any of this week's top stories, you'll find links to the full coverage down in the description below. And until next week, keep it creepy.